In today's video, we'll be talking about the incredible move made by Deutschland that has left everyone in shock, especially in the US. But before we get into that, did you know that Germany's weapons industry is one of the most advanced in the world? It's true, and what they just did to the Russian army has everyone talking. Well, to get the full gist, stick with me to the end to find out more about Putin's reaction to this bold move and how it's shaking up the international scene. With that said, let's get started. In the past 18 months, the USA, UK, and Germany took strong actions to counter Russia's invasion of Ukraine and aggression in Eastern Europe. They realized that air defense systems and heavily armored units are required on the battlefield. Tanks in particular play a vital role in winning wars. Many countries pledged to provide Ukraine with modern Western main battle tanks. Germany's recent historic move stands out as a significant step to ensure Russia's defeat. At the NATO summit, the Berlin government made some significant announcements. They pledged to offer Western main battle tanks and financial aid to the Ukrainian Armed Forces. Moreover, they started an impressive project to produce these tanks in Ukraine itself. These actions by Germany surprised the world and became a major topic of discussion. Now let's take a closer look at the important moments and decisions Germany has made since the war began. One of the key steps they revealed at the summit was taken by their largest arms and military equipment manufacturer. Germany's biggest arms manufacturer, Rheinmetall, made a surprising announcement. They revealed their plan to establish an armored vehicle factory in Ukraine in the early autumn. This decision is being seen as a historic move by Germany against Russian leader Vladimir Putin. Initially, Putin was hesitant to provide Leopard, with two main battle tanks to support Kiev in its ongoing war with Ukraine. However, with this new development, Berlin government officials stated that Rheinmetall's plant will become operational within the next 12 weeks. The new facility is expected to be capable of producing around 400 tanks each year. What's even more interesting is that Ukrainian soldiers will be trained there to maintain their tanks and other armored vehicles. This way, the big German company aims to support Ukraine in the long term, enabling them to handle the upkeep and produce spare parts on their own. In addition, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz made an important announcement during a press conference on July 14th. He revealed a plan to transfer arms worth $19 billion to Ukraine by the year 2027. This move shows Germany's commitment to assisting Ukraine in strengthening its defense capabilities. Ukraine needs this support because its army's war vehicles often get damaged during clashes and require repairs. Rheinmetall will run the factory in partnership with Ukroboronprom, a Ukrainian defense group owned by the government. Workers at this facility will build and repair the Ukrainian armored personnel carriers under license. In addition, Rheinmetall plans to boost its annual production of artillery shells from 100,000 to 600,000 in the coming year, with the majority of the extra production dedicated to supplying Ukraine. This increased support will play a crucial role in strengthening Ukraine's defense capabilities. The news about Rheinmetall and other Western defense companies planning to open an armored vehicle factory in Ukraine didn't sit well with Russia. Dmitry Medvedev, a former Russian president and a close ally of current President Vladimir Putin, strongly criticized this decision. He warned that Russia would retaliate by targeting any facilities set up by Rheinmetall in Ukraine. In response to initial media reports about Germany's investment in this matter, Medvedev made alarming statements, suggesting that Russia should respond with salvos of caliber cruise missiles and other pyrotechnic devices. These statements were met with concern and criticism from many. Rheinmetall made a bold statement, declaring that they will continue their work without being discouraged by any warnings or threats. On top of this significant support, German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius shared more good news at the NATO summit. Germany announced a new military aid package for Kiev, amounting to approximately 686 million euros. This aid will focus on fulfilling the priorities of the Ukrainian army, which includes providing air defense tanks and artillery systems. The German package includes 40 mortar infantry fighting vehicles, 25 Leopard 2 of 5 main battle tanks, 5 Boxer armored fighting vehicles, 2 tank recovery vehicles, and 2 launch units for the Patriot air defense system. This substantial support is aimed at enhancing Ukraine's defense capabilities and strengthening its position in the ongoing conflict. In addition to the previous aid package, Berlin is going to supply 20,000 rounds of artillery shells and more ammunition, including anti-drone and anti-mine systems. The Ukrainian people were thrilled and proud to receive all this military support from Germany. They were especially excited about the facility opening in Ukraine. where they can maintain and repair their war tanks. This development indicates that the Ukrainian forces will be better equipped for more powerful and sustained attacks against Russia. With Germany's help, they can deal stronger blows to Russia's military presence on Ukrainian soil, as Russia is losing its military equipment in the ongoing conflict. As time goes on, the Ukrainian army will find it much easier to engage in trench and tank battles. The United Kingdom was among the first to support this effort by taking steps to set up production, maintenance, and repair facilities for tanks and other military equipment in Ukraine. In the past, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky mentioned that his country is collaborating with British-based BAE Systems to establish a base in Ukraine. This base will be dedicated to manufacturing and repairing weapons, ranging from tanks to artillery. This partnership is a significant move to bolster Ukraine's military capabilities and strengthen its defense forces. However, Germany acted swiftly in this matter and has already started the work to kickstart production at the plant as soon as possible. Alongside Germany's recent military support, other allies of Kyiv have also stepped up to assist the Ukrainian army. One of these countries is Norway, which pledged to provide Ukraine with an additional $240 million in military aid. The Oslo government recently announced that it committed to giving 2.5 billion crowns or $240 million in extra military aid to Ukraine, bringing the total support for the year to 10 billion. This substantial support from Germany and other allies is aimed at strengthening Ukraine's military capabilities and helping them defend themselves effectively. Norwegian Defense Minister Bjorn Ulrik Grom announced the details of the newly announced aid package. It will include 1,000 Black Hornet nano drones, which are small drones designed to assist soldiers in exploring their surroundings. Additionally, the package will provide components for NASAMS surface-to-air missile systems. Interestingly, these are the same types of equipment that Lithuania had initially planned to deliver to Ukraine. Moreover, Norway will also donate tens of thousands of food rations to support the Ukrainian people. Norwegian Prime Minister Jens Gahr mentioned that a change in their aid policy is now necessary, expressing the country's commitment to providing crucial support to Ukraine during the NATO summit in Vilnius. The funding for this aid package will come from Norway's budget of 75 billion kroner dedicated to supporting Ukraine from 2023 to 2027. Over the next 5 years, the Norwegian government will contribute 300 million Swedish krona annually to NATO's support fund for Ukraine. Initially, the Oslo government planned to provide 15 billion krona in aid per year. However, during the NATO summit in Vilnius, Norwegian Prime Minister Jonas Gahr Støre justified increasing the funding to 17.5 billion krona for this year, emphasizing that it's what Ukraine needs right now. Norway has now joined other Western countries in fulfilling their promise to provide tanks to Ukraine. Earlier this year, they delivered 8 German-made Leopard 2 tanks to support Ukraine's defense efforts. The increased aid and tank deliveries demonstrate Norway's commitment to stand with Ukraine during these challenging times. Additionally, Norway donated several other armored vehicles, multiple rocket launchers, and artillery shells to the Ukrainian army. Being Europe's main supplier of natural gas last year, Norway benefited significantly from the rise in oil and gas prices following the conflict in Ukraine. As a result, the Oslo government decided that the profits from their natural gas revenues will continue to be used to support Ukraine. This decision has widespread support from Norwegian citizens because providing military and financial aid to Ukraine does not negatively impact their country's economy. In summary, Western Europe is not remaining silent against Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Countries like Germany, Norway, and other NATO alliance members are stepping up to help build a new world order freed from the threats posed by Moscow's policies. They continue to provide military and financial support to Ukraine, doing everything they can to support the freedom and safety of the Ukrainian people. Alright guys, that's all for today, and thanks for watching. Now, it's your turn to let us know what you think about Germany's historic move. Do you believe it will change the game in Eastern Europe? Tell us in the comments below. And if you want to stay updated on the latest news and join our community, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you in the next video.